Hello, and welcome to our brew-along for Arturo Paz's coffee. This coffee is a washed processed Pacas varietal from the Santa Barbara region of Honduras. For this coffee, we love using just our daily driver V60 recipe. We have picked the metal V60, but you can pick whichever one you have at home or is your preference. And for filters, we're using the Cafec Abaca filters, which we have gone ahead and pre-wet. Now, this coffee for the brew is going to be 20 grams, ground at roughly 700 microns, or looking kind of like kosher salt. And for water, we're using 330 grams of total brew water, and our kettle has been set to 95 degrees Celsius or 203 degrees Fahrenheit. If you do not have a temperature-specific kettle, please feel free to just bring your kettle to a boil and take it off boil for a minute or two before you start to brew. Now, to get brewing. So, adding our coffee to our bed, we're just going to give this very light shake just to level off our bed there and make sure our scale is on and zeroed. This method of brewing is going to be a 4-pour method. Our first pour is going to be 100 grams and will take about 15 seconds to make the pour. So I'm just going to start now. The first 25 grams are a straight center pour, and the next 75 will be a spiral pour around the edge. If you miss by a gram or two, that's okay. You don't need to be completely perfectly precise. And our next pour is going to start at 45 seconds, so we can just wait and let this draw down. Our second and third pours are identical in their structure. They are both going to be 80-gram pours, with the first 40 grams being a straight center pour, and the second 40 grams being a spiral around the edge. So now, as we get to 45 seconds, so start with our 40-gram center pour to 140, and then 40 spiraling around the edge, bringing us to 180 total. If you're just a touch short, feel free to just top it slightly. We're now going to wait until 1 minute and 15 seconds for our next pour. These two pours should both take roughly 10 seconds to make the pour, and you'll have about a 20-second rest. And so now as we hit 15, once again, a 40-gram center pour to 220 total, and then spiral to the edge, all the way up to 260. Our final pour is going to be 70 grams and going to start at 1 minute and 45 seconds. We are again going to do a center pour followed by a spiral pattern. So starting now, we're going to do a center pour up to 290, and then a spiral to the final 330 of water. And again, if you miss by just a gram or two, that's okay. The total drawdown time for this brew method should be 2 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take a little bit. Don't worry about hitting it perfectly precisely. This is just our daily driver V60 recipe, which we found we enjoy on this coffee. However, please feel free to experiment with whatever brew method you like to use at home. And we can see that the top of our bed is just drying out as it's hitting 2 minutes 30 seconds, and perfect. So please enjoy.